Hi, I'm Kate, and today I'm going to be talking about Brandy Melville and its unrealistic body standards and types.
Hold up, wait a minute.
So if you don't know what Brandy Melville is an Italian-based clothing company for teens/petite that only sells one size only clothing.
Wait a minute!
I know that the store doesn't say it's for petite people, but if you're selling all your clothes saying it's one size only, but all the sizes are size small, but it's not for petite people, that's kind of confusing. But that's how Brandy is. So petite, right? The official definition of petite is of a woman that is dainty. That's not true if you look at Brandy Melville's models, especially if you go on Instagram and you see them. They're usually not petite, and they're usually tall, skinny girls, that kind of slim thing. And that's the typical Brandy Melville model that you see. No diversity of color and body type, but that's the whole Instagram account. So I came across an article talking about Brandy Melville's one-size policy, and there was a direct quote from the owner that said something that the store is inclusive. Even if you don't fit into their clothes, you could buy an accessory, a bag, a phone case, something like that, which made me like, really? Your clothes, your store is inclusive? I don't think so. And why would I want to buy an accessory from a clothing brand that I can't fit into? But like, I guess some people do it. Disclaimer, I actually have Brandy Melville. I have a few. Only a few, because Brandy is expensive for people like me living in third world countries. Brandy, I think, is reasonable and affordable in the US, but over here it's like really expensive. But instead, you could always get dupes or get pre-loved clothes, because Brandy Melville is basically made by a little boy in a sweatshop. So same, okay. I feel like in some ways and in some subtle ways, it's portraying that whoever that can wear their clothes is average or has the perfect body.
Wait a damn minute.
Because Brandy is one size only, I feel like sometimes, like not intentionally, but it's a way of saying, oh, I fit into their clothes, do you? I don't know, that's what I think. But I recently came across a Chinese article. It was a WeChat article written about the impacts of Brandy Melville on society. And there was this chart. This chart was made by people who wear Brandy, and it was to show that if you were these body measurements, you could fit and wear Brandy perfectly. First of all, let's use my example. I am 153 cm, and that is 5 foot, I think. I'm very proud. And it says that I'm supposed to be 38 kg. I'm definitely not 38 kg. And I checked, because I checked the BMI. The BMI is body mass index, and it basically shows how much fat you have in your body based on your height and your weight. And the BMI for the measurements all stated in this chart is underweight. It doesn't mean that you're unhealthy, it just means you're underweight. I'm not saying that Brandy promotes the idea of being underweight. This explains it very well.
Wait a minute, something ain't right.
This chart was created by consumers of Brandy, and it's a secondary source, so Brandy does not claim any of these measurements. I'm not saying that Brandy caused this issue like directly, but I'm guessing, or I think that it's the influence of Brandy on society. In that same article, there was a section talking about girls' experience with not fitting or fitting weirdly into Brandy, and I'm gonna read some of them out because they're just examples of how one size isn't one size at all. So the first girl, she says that she's built like a bamboo, so she's thin, has no curves, no chest or no ass, and she says that she feels like a girl selling matchsticks. So she follows up with the fact that Brandy clothes are way too big for her and look baggy on her instead of accentuating those curves like Brandy clothes are supposed to do. For the second girl, she is a little different. She is kind of the opposite. She has a bigger chest and wider hips. So when she tried on Brandy, she felt like an adult film star. I'm trying to keep it PG here. So instead of that sexy summary girl, that was a direct translation from the article I read, she felt too uncomfortable in Brandy's clothes because they were way too tight for her. The third one, she is 105 pounds. She calls herself fat. Like really, that's around like 40 something kg. But she went into Brandy, she tried on puffy sleeves, like that weird, I don't know, it's into the trend right now. But she came out looking like that. And the article said she looked like Hulk, which I do agree that she looks like Hulk. And she went on social media to voice her thoughts about this, like how Brandy doesn't fit her and stuff like that. And instead of like positive comments, all she got back was body shaming, saying that it's not the clothes problem, is her problem, that she's too fat and stuff like that, which is like really on top of the unrealistic expectations that one size fits all and every teenager should look like a Brandy Melville model. Like now you're gonna add in body shaming? That's it. That's why Brandy Melville is so controversial in today's society because of that. So my conclusion, well, this is really a rant and there's no like obvious conclusion, or no, I'm not trying to state facts and stuff like that because there are no facts in this, they're just opinions. My conclusion is that you can wear Brandy clothes are cute, but the idea that one size fits all is really one size fits all, and how all the models have that body type and you're supposed to have that body type, it's not it and has to change. And I don't think this really makes sense. So like, yeah, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Hope you enjoyed. Hope Future K has like valid points in her argument. Okay, bye.